Have you ever felt like life has broken you? When the weight of your failures, disappointments, and struggles made you question your own strength? Have you ever wondered why some people rise higher after every fall, while others stay grounded, afraid to fly again? This is not just a story about an eagle. It's a story about you, about me, and about everyone who has ever faced darkness but still dared to rise again. This is the story of the eagle mentality. In the heart of tall, snow-covered mountains lived a mighty eagle named Aron. For years, Aron ruled the skies with grace and power. His wings sliced through the clouds. His cry echoed across the valleys. He was fearless, determined, and free. The other birds admired him. The wind obeyed him. The mountains knew his name, but time, as it always does, began to change everything. Aron's feathers grew weak and dull. His sharp claws became soft. His once powerful beak turned heavy and curved. He could no longer hunt like before. He could no longer fly as high. And every day when he looked at the horizon, he saw other young eagles flying freely, and his heart sank a little deeper. One cold morning, Aron tried to fly. He spread his wings, jumped into the wind, but instead of soaring, he fell. He landed hard on the rocks, and pain shot through his wings. For the first time in his life, the king of the skies felt powerless. That night, he sat on a lonely cliff, watching the fading light. He looked at his reflection in the water, a tired, aging eagle staring back at him. His eyes, once full of fire, now carried the dullness of defeat. A soft whisper escaped his beak. Maybe this is the end. But deep within his weary heart, a small spark still lived. A voice, quiet but firm, whispered, "Aron, you were born to fly. The storm doesn't end you. It renews you." That night, under the pale moonlight, Aron made the hardest decision of his life. He decided to begin his rebirth, a painful process only the strongest eagles dared to take. He knew it would hurt. He knew he might fail. But he also knew that if he did nothing, his wings would never touch the skies again. So, Aron gathered his strength and flew, one last time, toward the highest mountain peak he could find, far away from the world, where silence ruled and cold winds roared. He built a small nest among the rocks and began the transformation. First, Aron faced the mirror of truth. He knew that renewal could not begin without pain. He began by striking his old, curved beak against the sharp rocks. Again and again. The pain was unbearable. Blood dripped. Days passed, until finally the old beak broke off. He waited in silence for a new one to grow. Then, using that new beak, he pulled out his weak old claws, one by one. The pain was worse than before, but he endured it because he had a vision to fly again. When his new claws grew back, strong and sharp, he began plucking out each old feather. For weeks he sat in pain, covered in broken feathers and silence. But he knew that pain was not his enemy. It was his teacher. Time moved slowly, but eventually something extraordinary began to happen. New feathers began to grow, brighter, stronger, more beautiful than before. His wings became full again, his claws sharp, his beak fierce, and one morning, after months of pain, silence, and patience, Aron stepped to the edge of the mountain. The wind brushed against his new feathers. He closed his eyes and felt something he hadn't felt in years. Power. He spread his wings and leapt into the sky. The air lifted him higher and higher. He was flying again, but this time it wasn't just flight, it was freedom. He wasn't the same eagle who had once ruled the skies through strength. He was now wiser, reborn through struggle, renewed through pain. As he soared across the valley, his cry echoed, a cry of victory, of survival, of rebirth. The mountains listened. The wind carried his song far and wide. It was the song of a soul that refused to die. The true eagle mentality. In life, there comes a time when you feel broken, when everything you've built seems to fall apart. You lose your energy, your confidence fades, your purpose feels lost. But remember this, the eagle must go through pain to fly again. And so must you. Sometimes life takes away what's old, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Sometimes you must lose everything to find yourself again. The eagle mentality means refusing to stay broken. It means facing your pain with courage. It means tearing away your weakness, your fears, your doubts, to make room for strength, clarity, and faith. The eagle never runs from the storm. When dark clouds gather, smaller birds hide, but the eagle flies straight into the thunder. It uses the storm's wind to rise even higher. That's what makes it the king of the skies. So when your life feels like a storm, don't run. Spread your wings. Let the winds of struggle lift you higher. Let your challenges make you stronger. Maybe your mountain is a heartbreak. Maybe it's failure. Maybe it's fear, guilt, or loss. Whatever it is, don't let it define you. Like Aaron, retreat for a while if you must. Heal in silence. Rebuild yourself in private. And when you're ready, come back stronger than ever, because that's the mindset of an eagle. That's the mentality of winners. That's the power of rebirth. If this story touched your heart, remember, you can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you rise after the fall. The pain you feel today will become the strength you fly with tomorrow. Don't fear change. Don't fear endings. Every ending is just the beginning of something stronger, something wiser, something new. This is the eagle mentality. Learn from it. Live it. And the next time life tries to break you, smile, because you are about to be reborn. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel, where every story helps you grow your English and your soul.